I'm a little bit confused, right? First of all, I made a video talking about Quavo being at the party. At the party with Puff. He was at the party, right? A lot of people had something smart to say in my DM on Instagram, Poppy from BX River, Poppy from BX River. Y'all had a lot of smart stuff to say in my DM. Like, oh, Quavo life is not supposed to go on. He's not supposed to move on. He's not supposed to move on with his life. Now, Quavo drops a tribute to Takeoff titled Without You. Life Without You, right? He's dropping a tribute. Meanwhile, the dude that's charged with his death is out on bail. $1 million bail. I'm gonna have fun with this one. Takeoff's at the party with Puff. I mean, Quavo's at the party with Puff. Takeoff's dead. He taking a dirt nap. He night-night. In a coffin. And ain't no coming back. While Quavo's partying. Now, let me say this, right? Matter of fact, before I say anything, let me tell you what Jay Prince had to say. Behind the bar was good, boy. Now the dog want to be snoring like, come on, man, shut up. Go outside.
Sucker shit and start liquor to the majority. You know what I mean? 'Cause that's who I register with. That's who I talk to. Yeah. It brings joy to my heart to see the ones on here that keeping the brother Takeoff name alive. Y'all keep on keeping his name alive. And I want all y'all to know, none of y'all love him no more than I do.
Ooh.
So
listen again.
Take that sucker shit and take it to your mammies. But to those of you who really want to know how to win, who really about inspiration, inspiring, and won't abandon your hood.
Listen to him again. This is what he feels about you people. Because obviously, a lot of the people who love Takeoff are going into Jay Prince's DM and talking trash. Because they're holding him accountable. Because, see, let me say this again, right? For all you people that don't know what the streets is, and although the closest thing that you get to the streets is watching a gangster movie in life, when a hit like that is done, and you got a dude that's on the level of Jay Prince, he had to sanction that hit. That wasn't a mistake. It wasn't just an argument. It was a hit. It was pre-planned. So, once again, listen to what Jay Prince have to say.
And get off all that sucker shit and start liquor to the majority. You know what I mean? 'Cause that's who I register with. That's who I talk to. Yeah. It brings joy to my heart to see the ones on here that keeping the brother Takeoff name alive.
Sarcasm.
Y'all keep on keep and get off all that sucker shit.
It brings joy to see those of y'all that keeps Takeoff name alive, because some people is not feeling the fact that Takeoff is dead.
And get off all that sucker shit and start liquor to the majority. You know what I mean? 'Cause that's who I register with. That's who I talk to. Yeah. It brings joy to my heart to see the ones on here that the brother Takeoff name alive. Y'all keep on keeping his name alive. And I want all y'all to know, none of y'all love him no more than I do.
Sarcasm.
So,
Don't none of y'all love him more than I do. He ain't love him and you don't either, is what he's saying. So get your ass on out of here with all that sucker shit. See, here's my thing, right? Mr. J. Prince, let me let him finish.
Take that sucker shit and take it to your mammies. But
take that sucker shit and take it to your mammy, is what he's telling you. So, listen. I might be a little bit slow. You know, I named myself the dude that's not smarter than a 5th grader. I tell you that I'm autistic, right? But shouldn't a man, right? A man like J. Prince, that is the leader of his tribe, of his organization, of his company, of his gang. Remember, he said it's mob ties, right? Which means he's a black mob boss. In his response to you, the people that's still hurting behind Takeoff's death, his response to you is,
to those of you who really want to know how to win, who really about inspiration, inspiring, and won't abandon your hood and get off all that sucker shit and start living.
That's his advice for you. Get up all that sucker shit. Get up off that sucker shit. So you holding him accountable, his mob accountable, his corporation accountable for what was done to Takeoff. He's telling you that you're a sucker. Think about it. Cole, thank you, family. Thank you for sponsoring this war. Appreciate you, fam. Jamie, what up? Jamie, what up? That's what he feel about you. What y'all feel about that? Am I reaching? In the comment section. Am I reaching? Y'all don't hear the sarcasm?
Sucker shit and start liquor to the majority.
Play it through.
You know what I mean? 'Cause that's who I register with. That's who I talk to. Yeah. It brings joy to my heart to see the ones on here that the brother Takeoff name alive. Y'all keep on keeping his name alive. And I want all y'all to know, none of y'all love him no more than I do. So, take that sucker shit and take it to your mammies. But, to those of you,
don't none of y'all love him more than I do. So get out of here with that sucker shit. Basically saying, sarcastically, y'all don't give a damn about him and I don't neither. When somebody dies, an accidental death, the apologies never run out because the feeling of remorse never ends because that life never comes back. When a person shows you who they are, you believe them. When they show you who they are and how they really, really feel, you believe them. They're telling you who they are. Urban Mask, bro, out on bail, insane. Stay up, Haas. Who paid this bail? Who paid that $1 million bail? And all of y'all that sit up there talking about is 10%. You don't know whether it was 10% or not. But somebody that felt sorry for him anonymously paid $1 million bail. Y'all don't know what the courts asked for. There's no proof that they asked for 10% for that homicide. They might have wanted $1 million cash. But the fact of the matter is, he couldn't afford that, pay that bill. That's for one. For two, let me hit you with something else. Let me make you understand something else, right? Now the dude that's the alleged killer, right? He's stating that he's pleading not guilty, but stating that he may have, in fact, killed Takeoff because he was forced to, because there was gunfire and he didn't know how to shoot right. It was accidental. So there's a possibility that this shooter is going to beat the homicide case and the whole case goes away. But listen, don't get distracted on who they charged. Who was Quavo arguing with when Takeoff died? Who walked away? And the female said, what are we going to do? Who said, leave that nigga there? Who stepped over Takeoff's body while it was on the floor and his noodles was all over the place? Hit him in the head, pushed it. He pushed this. You ever seen the movie Face Off? That 44 Mag took his face off. And this is the response of the man whose mob ties is responsible for this death. This is what he feels.
That sucker shit and start liquor.
Get out of here with that sucker shit.
And get off all that sucker shit and start liquor.
So to go in his DM and to tell him in his DM that y'all still grieving over Takeoff is sucker shit. You know why? Because towards the end he said, what did he say? He said, I love him just like y'all love him. Being sarcastic, meaning y'all don't love him and I don't give a damn about him neither. When a person who they are, believe them. Y'all was mad at me years ago when his artist got his face ripped in New York. And he told everybody in New York, y'all better get that chain back. And that was the first time I made the video addressing Jay Prince and told him I'll spit in your face for thinking New York to be so weak. And then Hocus went out there, put the word out, played a role of a good man, and showed love and brought that chain back to Texas. And guess what? I'm from Castle Hill. I'm from Soundview. Hocus got hits that's playing in the club. Jay Prince ain't get him not one song with Drake. He ain't put him on a stage. He ain't get him signed with a big deal. He just pat him on the back and said, mob ties. Like he got it like that. A dude show you how strong he is and go into the streets and retrieve a chain back and get on a plane and bring it to you? There's no reward for that? Of course there's not. Because he's showing you how little he think of the people. So now, for me, a lot of y'all cats was in my DM talking about Quavo. Let's get to Quavo. What's up with Quavo? You instigating a beef, arguing back and forth about gambling or whatever the staged murder, the staged hit, the sacrifice, Takeoff being a sacrificial lamb. Instead of you getting busy, you made a tribute to him. That sucks. By the way, it sucks. Of course he allegedly. Matter of fact, I don't like, it's like, that's how we feeling. Aaron Wells, take the what and leave the what. Talk to him. How's for real? All I'm saying to y'all is, right, I don't want no friends that watch me get my wig pushed back. I got my snot box rocked. Noodles all over the floor. Blood coming out of my nose. Chicks in the background screaming. Bloody Mary. Nigga dead. And there ain't no retaliation? You ain't gonna say slide on them niggas that killed your cousin? Nah. I don't want to hang out with, I don't want to be friends with nobody that'll watch me die like that. You there. And you watch me die like that. And instead of you getting busy, you got enough money to spend to go get an army. But instead of you getting busy to fight for my life, you make a tribute so you can make monies. The monies, he wanted the monies. He did a tribute so he could get the monies. That's how we do that? The monies? Ha's the only one of every blogger that says he sacrificed him. All the other ones be like, I don't know, right? Quavo had a cool. Come on, man. Everybody that watched that video before that boy died, but scratch the video. We ain't gonna even go with the video that Takeoff and Quavo made before he died. Let's look at how Quavo is moving now. You mean to tell me you back at another party and dropping tributes while the nigga that's out on bail, he eating pork chops with extra gravy? Are you kidding me? That's how we do? Wow. Wow. Quavo took him off for Bad and Bougie. It's sad because, like I said, man, I could do bad by myself. I don't want no friends that ain't gonna slide when the doctors gotta put my face back together to make me look nice in a casket. Because a nigga knocked my noodles off over an argument that Quavo was having. Takeoff was just in the back sitting quiet. So it's like it's weird how Quavo ain't the one that got clapped. The one that got clapped was the one that was minding his business. That was the less aggressive one. It's just weird. And then listen to the scenario now. It was a friendly fire. That's how it's gonna go down the trial. London, UK in the house. Season OG. Thank you, family. Appreciate you. So now at trial, when you got a dude that might have a legal gun that's sitting in front of a judge, and the argument in front of that judge is, hey, yo, they started shooting, so I shot, and it was a mistake. A judge and a jury will find the dude that was charged with the murder not guilty because he's saying, I was defending myself, it was just accidental, which means that he could be forgiven for that in the court of law because that was an accidental homicide and he had a right to defend himself. It's just that he shot the wrong person. Y'all don't understand the game that's being played right now. This shit was strategically done. If you listen to Jay Prince, the first time that he spoke on this situation, after he said, you're not going to hide behind me, then he said, because the person didn't know how to shoot. What you mean the person didn't know how to shoot? So you knew what was going to be said from the person that shot? When Takeoff body hit the ground, it didn't look like it was too much conversation going on to me. What's your theory?